Are you serious? That coffee's wonderful. Everybody get a cup of coffee and calm down. Are you serious? Are you serious? They ran calling wildfires. That's right. They ran calling wildfires. They're all everywhere. Colorado, Nevada, all over Las Vegas, New Mexico. And the world's on fire, the burning infernos. And this makes you a little nervous about that prophecy, that raging infernal prophecy. We talked about it last night. How that when they see the hills of the Gemini's mountains on fire, I'm going to share that with you, that this could be a sign of the end times. Last night we had 9 people saved on our Sunday Night Live broadcast. It was a really great program, and we just praise God for that. But let me just put a shout out right now for noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. Now, look, it's time to set some goals for the next cycle of inflation. I hate inflation, but this way you're always moving forward, growing, making money, not losing it. Imagine, have more freedom and more fun. Start with a gold IRA with noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com and fight inflation. This month, every IRA above $20,000 or more, you'll get an incredible 3 ounces of pure silver, the Silver American Virtue coin. Beautiful, completely free. 3 ounces of pure silver. It's our way of saying thank you to you at noblegoldinvestment.com. That's noblegoldinvestment.com. Thomas Jefferson, a beautiful coin. Pick up the phone and call Colin Plume at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. And tell them that Pastor Paul sent you there. You'll be glad you did. Well, I'm telling you guys right now, it's getting crazier and crazier. The things that are going on right now. It's very, very, well, it's disturbing. Okay. It's more than disturbing. For instance, in Colorado, there's multiple grass fires are now burning in southeastern Colorado. Last night they began, and we're very, very concerned about this. According to Prowers County, Colorado, multiple, and I mean multiple, wildfires are burning out of control, and it's very concerning. According to Channel 9 News, meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen was in the area tracking a severe thunderstorm when he caught images of fire burning east of Lamar. Lightning strikes, okay? There was also tornadoes. Warning was being issued at the same time. And so this is what causes these wildfires. You have droughts, you have very dry areas, then you have storms that come in, lightning bolts. The thunderbolts are getting more and more fierce, which Mike from the World said they would. Thus, that creates more fires, which he said would happen as well. All of this, guys, is no doubt from the effects of Planet X. And so another fire then broke out near Holly, Colorado, which is right near the Colorado-Kansas border. So, you know, and then we have, here's a picture of the Colorado fire. Actually, I'll just hold that up right there. Maybe I can show it to you on the other, maybe I can show it to you. Yeah, let's see. Here we go. Okay, there it is. Here's some of that. This is the Colorado fire, just burning from a distance. Look at this. So, yeah, so, you know, this guy was out. He was a storm chaser looking for tornadoes and covering the weather. And then he looks out and he sees this coming in the horizon after lightning strikes. And he just watched it as it just spread like crazy, as you can see, because you have grass that's very dry. You have areas that's extremely dry, and it's getting worse. It's not getting better. So a lot of prayers are going out for everybody in that area, because there's homes already have been consumed, and it's getting worse. But if this was all there was to it, I would be a little bit more relieved, but it's not, because Las Vegas is also in a world of hurt, guys. Let me tell you more about that in Vegas. Here's what we have going on there with the fires that are burning out of control. There's to leave or not to leave is really the question that the people are asking now. To leave or not to leave? Do we evacuate? If we do leave, our house is still standing after all of this is done. Will it be? That's the scary part. So many people have lost so much already. And our lives, if we don't leave, we could lose our lives. The Calf Canyon Hermit's Peak fire is growing rapidly in Las Vegas. As of Sunday afternoon, over 103,000 acres have burned. The rapid event has prompted even more evacuations in communities closer to the city. However, not all residents are choosing to leave right away. I've been living here off and on my whole life, but I've lived here permanently for the last 6 years, said Corino Arganin, who lives near Highway 64. He said he lives there with his elderly father, who suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. Yet just miles from his home lurks the biggest wildfire currently in New Mexico. It's real scary. And we lost one place, and now if we lose this place, I won't have nothing left. So this is Las Vegas residents that are absolutely freaking out over the situation that's taking place there. But you notice he also mentions New Mexico. Well, it's a huge wildfires have broke out in New Mexico, and there's a lot of firemen now are trying to defend a New Mexico village and city from the blaze. Thousands of residents of northern New Mexico villages evacuated on Sunday as fierce winds drove the largest active U.S. wildfire right now toward their drought-parched mountain valley. Winds gushing up to 40 miles an hour blew embers a mile ahead of the blaze to start new fires as bulldozers carved fire breaks to try to protect the villages of Laredo and Mora and Cleveland, New Mexico, which are northeast of Santa Fe. They are among farming communities and Old West City in the path of the Calf Canyon fire, the most destructive of a dozen Southwest blazes that scientists say are more widespread and arriving earlier this year due to climate change. Well, certainly we are having droughts. There's no question. And what's causing this? Is it cow farts? Is it humanity with carbon? Is it exhaust fumes? Or is it the effects of Planet X? Is it the signs of the Bible that in the last days perilous times would come, and that there would be these catastrophic, apocalyptic, cataclysmic events of a biblical nature? Well, where are we supposed to run? Where do we go? This is where our livelihoods are, said Darlene Gallops, a farmer and co-owner of Mora's Country Market, after police told her to close the store and flee the village. 1,000 people settled there in the Spanish colonial times. 20 miles to the south, and the other end is 104,000 acres, mega fire. Some residents of Las Vegas and in New Mexico also told to prepare for evacuations as winds drove the fire within 5 miles of their homes near Interstate 25. Some homes have already been consumed, gone up in the absolute inferno blaze. Now, I may have some more pictures here of this. Let me see. I think I do. Over there, yeah, New Mexico. Let's go there. In the New Mexico fire, there from a distance, you see there's this little town, this little village. They can see the fire in the horizon coming. They know what's coming, and they're trying to prepare for how they're going to deal with it. It's really a very dangerous time. But remember the prophecy. Let's remember the prophecy that we found out yesterday during our live broadcast that we did on Sunday Night Live, called the Raging Inferno prophecy. It has to do with the Jimenez Mountains of New Mexico. The local prophecy there said that the end of the world will come when the fire begins to burn in Jimenez Mountains, which it's burning right now. This was an oral story. It was a prophecy handed down from generation to generation. First started in 1650 as a man who was part Spanish, part Irish, and part Native American descent, said in a vision that he's seen the Jimenez Mountains on fire and that the end of time had come. Now, those same mountains are burning as we speak. Matter of fact, there's also other prophecies by the Hopi Indians who predicted the purification of fire and the end of days, and also that the perfected in a final crucible. There's also prophecies that were given that fires would be starting. We do live in a time when nuclear war could create massive world fires. Hopi Indians even specified a ground of ashes, which would be fires. And of course, as I said last night, Dr. Lester Sumrall, Reverend A.A. Allen, Reverend David Wilkerson, and others seen the end of days and fires burning from one end of America to the other. Even George Washington seen that in a vision. So all of these things are taking place now. We're starting to see the fires are burning and the prophecies are coming to pass. We're living in the last days. We're living in the times the Bible said. We're living in the times where evil is trying to take over as well. And so no matter how much where we go, where we turn, it seems like evil is everywhere.
Evil is on the rise. It's all around us, and it's closing in from all sides. So what do we do about it? Don't miss Overcoming Evil, the latest powerful webinar from Paul Begley Prophecy Ministries. A lineup of experts will examine and explain demons and deliverance from a variety of perspectives. The Overcoming Evil webinar. Order it now at paulbegleyprophecy.com.
Yes, that's going to be. This is going to be without question an incredible video.
Evil.
Evil. You're right, evil, and we're going to rebuke it in the name of Jesus. How do we overcome evil? By the word of your testimony and the blood of the Lamb. But we need to understand what we're up against, and we need to understand some of the experiences of people like Steve Quayle and Doug Hagman and Lester Sumrall and Michael Bodia and Tom Dunn and Doug Hagman and others can help us understand some of the real evil situations developing right now in a world gone mad. And now the fires are raging, the wars are, and rumors of wars. And in the last days, Jesus said in Matthew 24, there shall be, he said, in the last days, false Christ and false prophets shall rise, and they shall deceive many. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, folks. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, pestilences, plagues, diseases, apocalyptic events, earthquakes in different places. And all of these just the beginning of sorrow. And through it all, we have victory in Jesus Christ. Whether I live or whether I die, I belong to the Lord. Because there ain't no grave. Ain't no grave going to hold my body down. There ain't no grave my body down. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna get up out of the ground. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Look way down the river. What do you think you see? I see a band of angels, and they're coming after me. Well, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Look down yonder, Gabriel. Put your feet on the land and see. Gabriel, don't blow that trumpet until you hear from me. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Are you serious? Well, meet me, Jesus, meet me. Meet me in the middle of the air. And if these wings don't fail me, I'll meet you anywhere. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Well, meet me, mother and father, down by the river road. Mama, you know I'll be there. I'm a checking in my load. Well, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. This is the Salvation Station. No, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Oh, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Prophecies are definitely coming to pass. Some blessings going out to RoboMom. What? Matter of fact, the entire online church. We want to say God bless all of you. This is the day the Lord has made. He said, let's rejoice and be glad therein. The wildfires are burning. This was prophesied. Someone said earlier, these are just the birthing pains. That's right. These are just the birthing pains of the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. We want to be ready when the Lord comes. Be sure and get your ticket for Overcoming Evil, because we're in the days that the Bible said would come. And the Bible said that men's hearts would be on evil continually. Are you serious? Every imagination, everything they thought about would be evil.
Evil is on the rise. It's all around us, and it's closing in from all sides. So what do we do about it? Don't miss Overcoming Evil, the latest powerful webinar from Paul Begley Prophecy Ministries. A lineup of experts will examine and explain demons and deliverance from a variety of perspectives. The Overcoming Evil webinar. Order it now at paulbegleyprophecy.com.
You know, I when I thought about this, the lineup is unbelievable. Athanasius Snyder, who is the Archbishop of Kazakhstan, he was incredible. I mean, we've interviewed him a couple times before on other subjects, but on this one, this was the best he ever did, because when he started to break down how to deal with evil, what is evil, and boy, I tell you, there was such wisdom came out of that, and such encouragement and strength. And I think that's the kind of thing you're going to get from Mike around the world and everyone else that speaks in this webinar. So please don't miss this one, because you know what? People are tired of being beat up by the devil. It's time that we start knocking the devil around. Okay. It's time we do that. Anyway, pray for everybody that's out there. The wildfires are burning. We need to pray because we are living in the last days. I'll be back, guys. I'm going to be doing a Patreon today on some new information, some intel that came in to Mike around the world, who he is sharing with us, but we must share it on Patreon only. So we'll be doing that on a Patreon video today. I'll let you know when it's posted, but go ahead and get your if you're not already a member of Patreon. Many of you already are. If you haven't, go over there and get signed up. Some of you may have to renew, because if you only sign up for a few months, you might be out. It might have ran out. Get over there and make sure you're signed up. And some people give $5 a month, and some give more than that. Some give less. Whatever the Lord lays on your heart, do what you can. Remember, you're helping us spread the gospel of Jesus Christ to the world in every possible way that we can, whether it be right here on this YouTube version of the coming apocalypse, or whether it be on television, or whether it be on different types of things we're doing. My book is coming along really well. My new book that's going to be coming out, it's coming along really, really well. And I don't know. I don't know. This thing may just take off in a big way. It's so powerful, and no one's ever written about this subject, and no one's ever tied it together from the book of Revelation. So I just think it's going to be definitely a spiritual revelation from the Lord. The Lord woke me up last July, and showed me what was about to happen. So I want you to be prepared for that. Okay. That's coming out very soon. Oh, by the way, and The Last Evangelist premieres this Saturday night, May 7th. Matter of fact, I'm going to be a guest on David Heavener's show tonight at 7:30. I'm going to go on at 7:30. I think he comes on at 7, but I'm going to join him at around 7:30 tonight over at I think is that at David Heavener TV? I think that's where it's at. You can watch it live at davidheavener.tv. So check that out tonight. I'll be over there. I'll be a guest. All right, guys. I'll be back in a little bit with some more information. Brock's got me more info here. So I'll be right back on this YouTube channel. Don't go nowhere. Stay right here. If time lasts. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Is that what we're going to talk about next?